I started hearing the music 3 nights after my neighbor died. It was soft. So soft I thought it was part of a dream at first. A piano, playing somewhere far away in the building. Slow notes. Careful. Almost hesitant, like someone trying not to be heard. I didn't think much of it that first night. Old buildings make noise. Pipes sing. Floors creak. People stay awake later than you expect. But the next night, it came again. Same time. 2:46 a.m. The exact moment my digital clock changed numbers, the first piano note began. Clear. Gentle. Impossible to ignore. The apartment next door had been empty since the paramedics left. I watched them wheel the covered stretcher down the hallway. Watched the landlord lock the door. Watched the light under the frame disappear. No one had gone in since. I was sure of that. On the fourth night, I opened my door. The hallway was dark except for the exit sign glowing faint red at the far end. And underneath it, I could hear the piano more clearly. Not from my neighbor's apartment. From downstairs. Slow. Patient. Like the song knew I was listening. I stood there longer than I should have, barefoot on cold carpet, heart beating in that quiet way fear makes it beat. Then the music stopped. Not faded. Not finished. Just stopped. Right in the middle of a note. The silence after felt louder than the sound. I didn't sleep much after that. Every night, 2:46 a.m., the piano returned. Always downstairs. Always the same unfinished melody. And every morning, I told myself I wouldn't think about it again. Until the day I checked the mail. Mixed between bills and ads was a small white envelope. No stamp. No address. Just my apartment number written in thin, careful handwriting. Inside was a single sheet of paper. With 5 piano notes drawn on it. The exact 5 notes I heard. Every night. My hands felt suddenly cold. Because I recognized the handwriting. It was my neighbor's. I had seen it once, on a package left outside their door. That night, I stayed awake in the living room. Lights on. TV playing quietly. Anything to make the apartment feel normal. When the clock turned to 2:46, the piano began anyway. Louder than before. Closer. Not downstairs. In the hallway. My chest tightened so fast it hurt to breathe. One note at a time. Slow. Careful. As if someone was learning how to play the song just outside my door. I don't remember standing up. Only realizing I was already walking toward the handle. Every step felt guided. Like the music was pulling me forward. The hallway was empty, but the sound continued, not echoing, not distant, clear, coming from the closed door of my dead neighbor's apartment. A thin line of warm light glowed under the frame. That light had been off for days. I should have run. I should have called someone. Instead, I knocked. The piano stopped instantly. Silence pressed in from all sides. For a moment, nothing happened. Then, very slowly, something on the other side of the door knocked back. Once. Soft. Polite. Waiting. My hand was shaking when I reached for the knob. I kept thinking about the stretcher. The covered shape. The landlord's key turning in the lock. No one was inside. No one could be. The metal felt warm, like someone had just been holding it. I turned it. The door opened a few inches on its own. Inside, the apartment was dark. Except for a single lamp near the far wall. And beside it, a piano I had never seen before. Old. Dusty. Keys yellowed with age. One key was slowly lowering by itself. Pressing down. Playing the next note in the melody. I couldn't move, because sitting on the piano bench was someone facing away from me. Still. Silent. Waiting for the song to finish. I already knew what face I would see if they turned around. The final note played. The room went completely quiet. And in the silence, a voice I recognized as my own spoke softly from the bench. "You're late. I've been practicing for when you arrive." The figure began to stand. Slowly. Carefully. As if it had all the time in the world. And I understood, with a certainty deeper than fear, that the music hadn't been coming from downstairs. Or the hallway. Or the empty apartment. It had been coming from a place that was slowly making room for me. One night at 2:46 at a time. Now the melody wakes me every night. Closer each time. Clearer. More complete. I don't try to ignore it anymore. Because tonight, when the clock turns 2:46, there's only one note left to learn. And when the song is finished, someone new will start hearing it. Through the wall next to mine.